Okay, guys, so far we've learned a lot about endings, a lot about the suffixes. Okay, we're going to review them and then I'm going to show you a new skill. We're going to learn about prefixes today, and we'll talk about that in a minute. All right, so these are all of our LE endings. So let's go over them. I hope you can see them. If not, you can just do them with me. You ready? Dull, full, cool, soul, cool, gull, pull. Kind of like in sparkle and ruffle and circle, okay? Those LE endings. Then we learned some suffixes. We learned ing, which is ing, like running and jumping. We learned full, like careful and mindful and helpful, right? And then we learned ly, like in a careful, like carefully, you're doing it in a careful way, right? Silently, you're doing it in a silent way. So ly, L-Y, okay? Then we learned about those ed endings. There were 3 different ed endings. The ed can make the t sound, like in stopped, sounds like a T. And it also makes the ed sound, like in wanted. And it also makes the d sound, like in cried, right? So there's 3 different endings for ed. So those all come at the end of a word. Well, there's some endings, some words that have a beginning chunk of words, and they're called prefixes, okay? So we're going to learn about some prefixes. I want you to look at this one. You have UN. We call that un. Can you think of any words that start with un? Like untrue. Like that means it's not true. Untrue. Have you heard that before? Yeah. The un is a prefix. It goes in the beginning of a word. Okay? That's one of them. Let's try this one. Re, like reply or restated or reinstall. You do it again. That's what re means. But re, R-E. We're going to talk about that one today. And this one, pre, like in prevent. Like when you stop something from happening before, right? You prevent it from happening. So we're going to talk about pre, re, and un. Okay? Like I'm unsure about what we're going to do. Unsure. All right, so let's look at some words. Here's the first one. All right, you got it. Take a picture of it. I have to look at it too. All right, well, let's see. U-N-K-I-N-D. What's that word? Yeah, unkind. Now, you might have thought it was unkind because it has the in the middle, right? But remember, that's a good rule to learn too. If the vowel is not making any sense when you do the short sound, then you have to try the long sound sometimes. All right, so what we do, just like we did with suffixes, you look for the root word, and the prefix is going to be at the beginning. So we have that un that we're talking about. Then we have the root word, kind, unkind. That means you're doing it in an unkind way. It means that you're not being very kind, right? Yeah, you're unkind. It's the opposite of kind. All right, let's try this one. You got it? Take a picture of it. U-N-F-A-I-R. Yeah, what is that word? Did you come up with unfair? Yeah. So you picture your prefix, un. Then our root word was fair. It has that A-I, making the A sound. So fair, fair, unfair. Do you know what unfair means? Yeah, you're not doing it in a fair way. It's the opposite of fair, unfair. How about this one? I'm going to skip that one actually. Try this one. Good, you probably recognized that word right away, didn't you? Yeah, so what do you think that is? Yeah, U-N-L-I-K-E. Unlike. Good. That's something, it's like, that star is unlike anything I've ever seen before. Unlike. Good. All right. So that is our prefix, un, U-N. It comes at the beginning. I can't tell how I'm upside down. Becomes at the beginning of a word. Prefix, unsure. Good. All right, the next one we're going to try are words that have this in it. Re, okay? Look at this one. Now think of the prefix and look at the sight word or the root word. Now let's try it. R-E-T-E-L-L. What do you think? Yeah, retell. Like we retell stories all the time when we're summarizing, right? So we have re, R-E, and then tell. That means you do it again. Retell. All right? How about this one? Got it? All right, so you have re. Then you have the last one. Now remember, it's just like kind. If it doesn't make sense to do the short sound, you got to try the long sound. Okay. R-E-M-I-N-D. Remind. I had to remind myself what the word was. I forgot already. All right. So you have re, which means do it over again, and then mind. Now remind wouldn't make any sense. So you have to try the long I. Remind. Good job. All right, the next, we got one more. You know that one maybe. All right, you ready? R-E-M-O-T-E. Remote. You use the remote control, don't you? Yeah, at your house. All right, the last one is this one. Yeah, that like previews. When you go to the movie, they make you sit there for hours, it feels like. Lots of previews to the new movies coming out. You're going to see it later. Okay? Try this one. Got it? Now remember, you got to think of the prefix, pre, and then look at the last part. You break it into syllable chunks, it's easier. P-R-E-V-E-N-T. What do you think? Yeah, prevent. Like when you stop something from happening. You prevent it from happening. Good. One more with the pre. Got it? I forgot what it was too. P-R-E-T-E-N-D. Yeah, pretend. Pretend. We like to pretend when we play stories and play games. We pretend we're like a lion or a tiger or something. Pretend. So if you can figure out tend and just add that prefix, you can figure out a big word like pretend. Good job. How'd you do in those? Good. So for next time, I would just want you to remember these three prefixes. Un, re, and pre. Good job. They'll help you in your reading and your writing and your spelling. All right. Keep learning.